Hi guys, how's it going? I just wanted to real quick talk to you guys just real briefly about something that's very real in the church today. It is the topic of porn. We've got everybody out there. We've got everybody talking about it. Big guys that are out there, guys that we listen to on certain issues, certain topics. I just want to throw my hat into the ring today. Why I think porn is devastating in our culture. One of the reasons is that it creates an unreal expectation in the bedroom. Women do not equate sex with physical touch. A lot of times it is about 96% all emotion and how it's done and how you treat them prior to the physical act is all a matter of that to a woman. And when you come at it as a man from a purely let's get it on physical from watching one of these videos or seeing that on a television screen, that brings into the bedroom unreal expectations. They're never going to be met up. I mean, your wife's never going to be able to meet up to some whore on television, on a computer screen. It's never going to happen. And so you look at your wife and you're like, well, I saw this and this is what I want to do, baby. And she looks at you and she's like, this is not it. And so you are met with frustration and you're like, oh, this is what I want. You need to find your hope in Christ, not in something, some idea of what sex is going to be. Sex is never going to fulfill. As Matt Chandler says, you're going to hit a ceiling there every time. You're going to be like, oh, they know there's something more, because there is something more. Christ longs for you to find your sufficiency in Him. Number two, it destroys your wife's self-esteem. Oh my goodness. If by some slim chance your wife has decided to try to attempt to fulfill your desires, it's never going to stop, guys. It's never going to stop. You're always going to want more. You're always going to desire more of it. You're going to desire something more perverse, more disgusting, more that's just, I'm a guy. I know how that we work. I know how we're wired. I know this is how this is going to roll for you and I. And it's going to end up devastating your wife and wounding her in the long run. And in the long run, she's going to become bitter and angry at you. And maybe even eventually God. And so your responsibility as a man is not to allow this into your home. Third, it fractures your marriage. As a result of your wife's self-esteem being destroyed, she's isolated from you, she's cold, she's distant, she doesn't want to be close to you. When you're like, hey, let's go do this, she's always knows in the back of her mind, this is going to lead to sex. This is going to have to lead to some physical thing. He's going to touch me, he's going to rub me, he's going to do this. And I'm telling you guys, it's not going to work. I promise you, it will fracture your marriage. Porn will destroy your marriage. Women are not wired like us. You've got to have a tender and a soft and a loving touch. You have to. Fourthly and lastly, it secludes and isolates men. How many guys get in big groups and say, let's watch porn together? That's just, it's not like a sporting event where we get together and watch football and have popcorn and some drinks and just hang out and have a good time. It's usually done in a computer room or in a room by itself. That's how it's done. And so for you to say, well, this is how, it's not affecting me bad, it's not hurting me. It is, guys. My challenge for you is to stop it and break it. Break this cycle. Find somebody to help you, and you can break it. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.